report the Chapter 4. Information, Control, and Privacy. Key terms: BSA, Business Software Alliance; CSS, Content Scramble System; DRM, Digital Versatile Disk; IPR, Intellectual Property Rights; NDA, Non-Disclosure Agreements; NFC, Near Field Communications; PM, Private Message. Conceptual resources are non-tangible and considered valuable for what they represent. So, copyright is a set of exclusive rights granted by a state to the creator of an original work or his or her assignment for a limited period of time in exchange for public disclosure of the work, and includes the right to copy, distribute, and adapt the work. Data scrambling is done to hide sensitive information from unauthorized users. Digital rights pertain to the permission of individuals to legitimately perform actions involving the use of a computer, any electronic device, or a communications network. Digital rights management is used to describe the processes by which the author or publisher of a work exercises his or her rights to control what the purchaser. Facts are considered relevant truths which have been validated and identified. Information refers to processed data. Information control is allowing those who have appropriate authority access to and use of information on the basis of the authority that they hold. Intellectual property is a number of distinct types of intangible assets for which a set of exclusive rights are recognized. Knowledge refers to useful information. Metadata is used to identify the owner's name, author, and date of purchase, among other pertinent pieces of information. Mobile commerce, or m-commerce, is the delivery of electronic commerce capabilities directly into the consumer's hand anywhere via wireless technology. Patent is a set of exclusive rights granted by the state to the inventor for the limited period of time in exchange for the public disclosure of an invention. Personal data breach is a subset of a security breach that currently leads to the accidental or unlawful destruction, loss, alteration, unauthorized disclosure of or access to personal data transmitted, stored, or otherwise processed. Physical resources. Physical resources are tangible and can be easily identified. Scrambling is accomplished by the adaptation or components to the original signal or the changing of some important components of the original signal. Security incident. So, security incident is an event or occurrence that affects or tends to affect data protection or may compromise availability, integrity, or confidentiality. Okay, so software piracy is the unauthorized copying or distribution of copyrighted software. It can be done through copying, downloading, sharing, selling, or installing multiple copies of software and to personal or work computers. So, trade secret. Trade secret is the term used for any method, formula, devices, process, or any information that gives the business a unique competitive advantage over its competitors. So, trademark. Trademark is a distinctive sign used by an individual, business, or organization, or other legal entity to identify products or services.
Information as a resources. Information can be simplified by defined as a facts about something or someone that are provided or learned. Facts are considered relevant truths which have been validated, and the identified data are considered facts. Therefore, processed data are considered as information as they are organized in such a way that they have additional value beyond the value of the facts themselves. Unlike of organization resources, information is considered expendable. Information can be expended without compressing its integrity. In fact, by having additional information, more can be understood from it. An example is a person is personal information, while knowing his or her names, contact details, and current work may be useful. Having the person's full curriculum vitae becomes more useful those in, for example, the HR department. Compressible, although expanded information can give more detailed explanation, it may not always be needed. An example of this in news site instead of a barrage of details. News site would often give one-liner headlines that provides enough information about the news. Other example of research example is research abstract. An abstract is normally a half or a one-page summary of the entire research. Transportable. Information, especially digital information, easily transportable with the use of internet and various technology. Information can be sent to any of the following. Number 1, send and via email. Number 2, share via Facebook, copy onto flash drive, and upload on YouTube. Information can also be available in different grades and types, and prices can be measured in monetary equivalent. There are two options in acquiring software application online: a free or trial version or a full version. A free version have limitation and functionally to maximize the full range of function of certain application. One should pay a certain amount depending on the type of upgrade needed. Depending how it used, information can be substituted, and its consumption can be either expanded or capitalized. An individual can search for person contract number through the telephone book. The same information may also be found by directly calling the phone company and asking the operation for the needed details. But nowadays, you can also search for the contact details of people through the internet, especially through social media such as Facebook and Twitter. Those contact details are no longer registered to just phone number. A person's contact details can now also include email address, mobile phone number, and even Twitter handles. Valuable information. It is say your professor assign you to research on the different parts of computer system. You plan to look for information online through search engines as a good Google. Accurate. Accurate information is error-free in some case, accurate data was proceed analyzed, call this a garbage in garbage out. By typing part of computers in the search bar, Google gives you the list of several websites which contain the information you are looking for. Formal information versus informal information. There have formal information that inaccurate of informal information that explain how it used. Complete information contains all the important facts. There is especially important in the field or medicine. Missing information could spell disaster or worse, lead to death, and information regarding allergies has been left except dictators made and eventually gave wrong medication that could cause severe allergic reaction to patient. Economical. Information should be relatively economical to produce decision makers. Must always balance the value of information with the cost of producing it with the speed of internet information dissemination has become quicker, faster, and lot cheaper. However, is the price worth it for the integrity of the information? Value information. Information is considered valuable mainly for business processes as business depend on introduce quality products and services. This helps organization becomes globally competitive and be up to date with the latest trend and technology.
Economics. What is information economics? Information economics, it is a branch of microeconomics theory that studies how information affects an economy. And when we say economics, it is the activities undertaken to provide for the satisfaction of desires based on production and consumptions. Economic is the good that considered to be an experienced good if the consumers has experienced it to value it. Virtually, any new product is an experienced good. The marketers have developed strategies such as free samples, promotional pricing, and testimonials to help consumers to learn about the new goods. About information, it is a preserved and treated past. It is being treated more and more as commodity that can be owned, controlled, and traded in the market. Information may be treated differently since it is not the asset that provides in today's economy, but it indeed what provides value is the information about the asset. Now, I will give you the example. When buying a shirt, customers are given the opportunity to try it on prior to deciding if they want to buy or not. And food catering companies offer free taste of their complete menu so their customers get to experience the food they offer prior to serving for an event. With this information, organizations cannot give the full experience to customers as this could mean lost interest afterwards. Now, I want you to imagine that you are in a movie theater and you are choosing from two movies to watch. If the movies are to be treated the same way as the shirt and the food, that would mean you need to watch both movies in their entirety before you decide which one is good to watch. The decision would make no sense anymore since as you were able to watch both movies anyway. To avoid this situation, organizations use various strategies to get various customers to overcome their reluctance to purchase information before they know what they are getting. Now we have the three strategies: the browsing previews, branding, and the reputation. First, I will discuss about the reversing previews. It involves users allowing others to review or sample information before purchasing or accessing it. An example of this strategy is the movie trailers. Movie trailers that normally run from 1 to 3 minutes give viewers a glimpse of what the film is all about. Trailers normally include highlights from the film, which can leave the audience excited to watch the entire film later on. And now we will discuss the second strategy, which is the branding. Branding is the creation of a unique identity for a product, services, or company. The example of this is the big names such as Microsoft, the Apple have no issues when it comes to launching new products as people have already established their trust on these brands. Next, we will discuss about the reputation. It is an individual's or company perception of others influenced by past actions, behavior, and public opinion. The example is when a movie is announced, people would often be skeptical if it would be good enough. However, the reputation of directors and the cast of actors and actresses normally remove this skepticism. In general, people value an organization's ability to make their lives easier and better by using information about their products and operations. This includes providing predetermined information to lessen the decision-making of individuals.
Information overload. Information is now available so quickly, ubiquitously, and expensively. Last March 2016, Chesco conducted a study that by the end of 2016, global internet traffic will have reached number 1 zettabytes per year, and by 2019, global traffic is expected to hit number 2 zettabytes per year. Just how big is 1 zettabyte? A typical external drive is 1 terabyte in size. 1 zettabyte to 1 million terabytes or 1 billion external drives. This is because information is produced at rapidly increasing rates due to the following reasons: easy duplication and transmission of information. A picture posted on Facebook, which is also on Instagram and Twitter, means that the same picture has been posted 3 different sites. Increase in communication methods. What used to be mobile phones for SMS and computers for emails are smartphones that can do both. Also, a simple text message is no longer restricted to SMS. Via telco providers through mobile apps such as Viber and Messenger, people can now send private message PM or direct message DM. Growth achieved of historical information. Print or hard copies are now being replaced by digital ones. These digital copies are stored on cloud servers that offer maximum storage capacity for end users. Electronic readings. According to the 2018 Global Digital Suite of reports from We Are Social and Hatsuit, more than half the world now uses the internet, up to 7% year on year. Qatar and United Arab Emirates top the internet penetration ranking with 99% of their total population using the internet. For 3 years in a row, Filipinos have been spending the greatest amount of time on social media with an average of 4 hours a day. More than two-thirds of the world's population now has a mobile phone, with the most people now using smartphones. More than half of the world's web traffic now comes from mobile phones. More than 60% of all mobile connections around the world are now broadband. More than 1 in a 5 of the world's population stop, shopped online in the past 30 days. Digital around the world in 2018. Compared to the year 2017, 2018 has seen exponential growth in terms of digital information. This could be attributed to the fast-growing internet as well as the latest technological advancement, especially in mobile devices. The infographic above shows the number of internet users, active social media users, unique mobile users, and active mobile social users. The study also highlights how social media has created a big impact of internet usage, with Facebook dominating the global social landscape, reaching more than 2 billion users at the start of 2018. This report reveals that while the Philippines has one of the slowest fixed internet connections in the world, 4.2 Mbps compared to the global average of 6.3 Mbps. The country has one of the fastest mobile connection speed, averaging at 13.9 Mbps. With the overwhelming amounts of data brought about by the exponential growth of internet users, both producers and consumers of information overload, as in dealing with the too much information for one to absorb happens, a term used during the 1997 Global Mobile Commerce Forum by Kevin Duffy. He described it as the delivery of electronic commerce capability directly into the consumers. Anywhere, via wireless technology, the use of mobile devices has paved the way for data to be transmitted and received much faster without compromising security and accessibility. Without compromising security and scalability. The global trend in using mobile devices for socializing and doing commercial transactions is increasing. Companies are now using digital platforms to market their products and services. Financial services. Banks have introduced online banking a few years back. However, nowadays majority of bank transactions such as money transfers, bills payment, and even stock portfolios and stock transactions can now be done using the bank's mobile app. Number 2. Mobile ticketing. As payments can be done online, receipts of transactions can also be sent on mobile devices. Airline companies encourage their customers to book their flight online, after which their booking reservation is sent via email or through their mobile app. The booking ticket can be shown at the airport and is accepted even as an electronic copy. Service or retail. As consumers are now able to place and pay for orders using their mobile devices, the e-commerce trend has shifted from desktop computers to mobile devices, and it does not just include retail items, it also includes content purchasing such as music, movies, and images. Among others, another trend seen in application purchases made by mobile phone users. This is prevalent in gaming applications in which users buy virtual goods for power boost or upgrade to the next game level. Information services. These include the delivery of news, stock quotes, sports figures, emergency reports, and weather and traffic updates to a single mobile device. Waze is an example of an application that delivers customized traffic information which is based on a user's actual travel patterns. It uses geolocation technology to appointment that whereabouts of the user while on the move. Another example of an application that uses location-based services is Google Maps.
Information control. Information control is about allowing those who have appropriate authority access to and use of information on the basis of the authority that they hold. Software piracy. According to the Software Alliance, software piracy is the unauthorized copying or distribution of copyrighted software. Can be done through copying, downloading, sharing, selling, or installing multiple copies of software onto personal or work computers. Most of software has licenses such as activation keys that are normally identified with just one computer. Example of software piracy as identified by the Software Alliance 2018 include distributing software or mobile apps from the internet in a manner that violates the license terms, buying a single copy of a software program and installing it on a multiple devices without authorization, making and or sharing copies of installation CDs, sharing the login credentials without authorization used to access a web-based software application, software as a service. Adam Tyrer in 2011 identified 4 issues which further complicate the problem on information control. Number 1, convergence, scale, volume, and unprecedented individual empowerment / user generation of content. Intellectual property IP. Intellectual property refers to a number of distinct types of intangible assets for which a set of exclusive rights are recognized. IP includes musical, literary, and artistic works such as Taylor's new album, J.K. Rowling's new book, and the last iPhone. However, IP is not just limited to these items. It can also include words, phrases, symbols, and even designs. Intellectual property rights, IPR, are the rights given to a person over their creation. They usually give the creator an exclusive right over the use of his or her creation for a certain period of time. According to the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines Republic Act No. 8293, Section 1998, IPR consists of the following. Number 1, copyright and related rights. 2, trademarks and service marks. Number 3, geographic indication. Number 4, industrial design. Number 5, patents. Number 6, layout designs. Topographies of integrated circuits or ICs. 7, protection on undisclosed information. Disclosed information. The Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines or IP Philippines is the government agency in charge of the implementation of the law Philippines as provided for under RA 8293 or the Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines and the revised. Intellectual Property Code of the Philippines known as RA 10372. Copyright and related rights. Copyrights is a set of exclusive rights granted by a state to the creator of an original work or their assignee for a limited period of time in exchange for public disclosure or their assignee for a limited period of time in exchange for public disclosure of the work and includes the right to copy, distribute, and adapt the work. Copyright owner can license or permanently transfer or assign their exclusive rights to others. Digital rights, on the other hand, is the permission granted to individuals to legitimately perform actions involving the use of computer network. It is particularly related to the protection and realization of existing rights in the context of new digital technologies, especially the Internet. Digital rights management. Digital rights management is used to describe the processes by which the author or publisher of a work exerts his or her rights to control what the purchaser of the work is entitled to do. This represents the control by which one copying, printing, which one can prevent a person or an organization from copying, printing, editing, or otherwise making the privileged information available to other people. The following are techniques designed to control access and reproduction of online information. First, encryption. Encryption is the process of converting data or information in such a way that only authorized parties can understand. Its primary purpose is to protect computer system or transmitted via the internet or other computer networks. Encryption occurs every time someone uses an ATM or buys something online with a smartphone, makes a mobile phone call, or presses a key fob to unlock a car. This is done so that information being sent is kept safe and secure. Number 2, serial keys, also known as product key or a software key. It is a series of alphanumeric characters acting as a key to denote that the product or software is original. In some cases, product keys are used for product activation. One such example is Microsoft Windows OS. A product key is used to activate the operating system online. Online activation helps maintain software authenticity by making sure no one else has used the same product key. Number 3, scrambling. Data scrambling is done to hide sensitive information from unauthorized users. Scrambling is accomplished by the addition of components to the original signal or the changing of some important component of the original signal in order to make the extraction of the original signal difficult. It is often done with the aid of encryption. Number 4, tag embedding. Similar to how pictures can include watermarks to denote information on the owner of the picture, tag embedding does the same to information content. Watermarks are not complete DRM mechanism in their own right, but are used as part of a system for copyright enforcement, such as helping provide prosecution evidence for legal purposes, rather than direct technological restriction. In terms of data embedded into the actual content, the use of metadata is included to identify the owner's name, author, and the date of purchase, among other pertinent information. Patent. A patent is a set of exclusive rights.
Information privacy. The natural state of data is to be copied, logged, transmitted, stored, and stored again. This is why it takes constant fighting and vigilance to prevent the breach.
with Facebook and Twitter often being used as a means of venting out in public. Others may say it's my choice in telling everyone on Twitter what I want to say. Some might even reveal too much information which can be regarded or termed as inappropriate. However, it is their choice to tell everyone what is supposed to be private information. To highlight a portion of the Yahoo privacy policy of 2018 and its affiliates, including Yahoo, collect information from your devices. This information includes device specially identifiers and information such as IP address, cookie information, mobile device, and advertising identifiers. Browser's version, operating system type and version, mobile network information, device settings, and software data, information collection, and use general. Knowing a person's IP address can help identify that person's physical location anywhere in the world. A cookie is a small file that is stored in the computer's directory, often a temporary folder. The cookie contains addresses of websites visited, login credentials, and even credit card account numbers. Hindi magaganyan. This is done so that next time the person visits the websites, the computer system will no longer reload the same content or data, saving time and processing power for the computer. Obviously, however, this is dangerous, especially when using public computers such as those in internet shops, as the next user will be able to access the previous user's account without the latter knowing it. So this is the oath. Okay, kani. Gusto mo ano siya? Welcome to the oath for this figure 4.8 of privacy policy. The policy regarding the computer's IP address and cookie information is mostly common to other services, including Google Mail, Facebook, and etc. Yahoo is considered a trusted website. Most people believe an organization such as Yahoo will never compromise their privacy. How about other websites such as Facebook? Facebook has several revisions on its privacy policies. According to BBC News article in 2015, Facebook claims that protecting the privacy of people and their information on Facebook is one of its highest priorities. However, it is not Facebook that has come under fire. It is the Facebook quizzes made available to everyone offering answer to trivial questions such as who will be your soulmate, who is your celebrity look-alike, and etc. The quiz highlighted in the The quiz highlighted in the article was the World Cloud. Facebook quiz are the most used words. Facebook quiz, apparently by taking the word cloud quiz, you have given the game developers access to everything in your Facebook profile, including your name, profile pictures, age, sex, birthday, entire friendship list, everything you have posted on your timeline, all of your photos, hometown, education, employment, history, and everything you have ever liked. It starts with the game asking you to log in to your Facebook account. Declining means you will not be able to see the results of the quiz. Enter active content firm Bonbon who see the most used words. Quiz reaching an audience of more than 50 million. Since the printing of the article, Bonbon has adjusted the scope of data requests to the minimum requirement so that users who take the quiz will now have the opportunity to edit the data they provide. Since the printing of the article, Bonbon has adjusted the scope of data requests to the minimum requirement so that users who take the quiz will now have the opportunity to edit the data they provide to Bonbon, such as their timeline data and not their friend list. Wakefield 2015. Data Privacy Act 10173. With all of these pieces of information made available online and the possible problems such situation may create, countries have come up with ways to protect their data from malicious individuals who might use them for illegal purpose. The Philippines, with its booming IT industry, is no exception. Total IT spending reached 4.4 billion in 2016, and the sector is expected to more than double by 2020. Filipinos are heavy social media users with 6.7 million Facebook users. We are social and Hotsuit 2018. The country is also in the process of enabling free public Wi-Fi in major cities nationwide. To protect the privacy of Filipino citizens, Republic Act number 10173, also known as the Data Privacy Act of 2012, was signed and approved by the President Benigno Aquino III on August 15, 2012. The law defines sensitive personal information as being about an individual's race, ethnical origin, marital status, age, color, and religious, philosophical, or political affiliations, about an individual's health, education, genetic or sexual life of a person, or to any proceeding or any offense committed or alleged to have committed, issued by government agencies, peculiar, unique to an individual, such as social security number, and marked as classified by an executive order or an act of Congress. All processing of sensitive and personal information is prohibited except in certain circumstances. The exceptions are consent of the data subject, pursuant to law that does not require consent, necessity to protect the life and health of a person, necessity of medical treatment, and necessity to protect the lawful rights of data subjects in court proceedings, legal proceedings, or regulation. On March 27, 2016, the Commission on Elections, COMELEC, website was hacked with message posting regarding tighter security for the upcoming May 2016 nationwide elections. The file was 340 gigabytes and was said to contain voters and candidates' information. It also included fingerprints of 15.8 million voters and passport numbers of 1.3 million overseas Filipino workers. That makes this hack potentially the biggest government-related data breach in history, according to Trend Micro Incorporated 2016, surpassing the Office of Personnel Management or OPM hack class 2015 that leaked PII, including fingerprints and social security numbers or SSN of 20 million US citizens. A January 2017 article from CNN Philippines has reported that then COMELEC Chairman Andres Bautista will face criminal charges regarding the data breach that has occurred last March 2016. COMELEC and Bautista are said to have violated the Data Privacy Act of 2012. The National Privacy Commission said that the organization failed as a personal information controller. According to the law, the violation of the Data Privacy Act due to negligence is punishable by 3 to 6 months imprisonment and a fine of 500,000 pesos to 4 million pesos. If a government official is proven guilty of this crime, he or she will be disqualified from public office.